This fall marks a turning point for two dancers who have earned international acclaim. Antonio Douthit-Boyd, a St. Louis native, and Kirven Douthit-Boyd are retiring from New York's Ailvin American Dance Theater. Their next move is great news for COCA, Center of Creative Arts. Here at COCA, on most school nights, you'll find 14-year-old dance student Brooke Terry. Between classes at Clayton High School and rehearsals here, she's busy with homework. Brooke has been dancing since the age of 3 and has seen her share of professional troupes perform. When she learned two of her favorite dancers from Ailvin American Dance Theater, Antonio Douthit-Boyd and Kirven Douthit-Boyd, were joining COCA and moving to St. Louis, she was pretty excited.
And I already look up to them, and since I've worked with them before, it made me even more excited for next year.
We'll explain how she's worked with them before in just a moment.
So this block could tell some stories about you.
If
Sure.
If it could talk, it would tell a lot of stories.
This is where you got the rock embedded in the back of your head?
Yeah, and where I used to set a mattress here, and I would jump from the window onto the mattress and roll off the mattress onto the ground.
Well, I guess you're lucky that you can dance today if that's what you were doing.
It was 2007 when Anne-Marie Berger introduced us to a 23-year-old Antonio Douthit. We learned how, as a teenager, he stumbled upon a dance class in North St. Louis and joined it. Douthit's natural talent and hard work got him into COCA and put him on a trajectory that included the North Carolina School of Arts and later a spot as a soloist at the Dance Theater of Harlem. In 2004, Douthit joined Ailvin American Dance Theater, where his prominence and rave reviews grew. It was also at Ailvin that Douthit began working with Kirven Boyd, a native of Boston and an equally exceptional dancer. Over the years, the two became best friends, and that friendship eventually grew into much more. In 2013, they married in New York. In August of 2015, after their farewell tour with Ailvin, the Douthit-Boyds start their new jobs at COCA as co-artistic directors of dance.
It's really bittersweet. We've had wonderful careers, and we're transitioning into something that's so wonderful, and it's just like, as an artist, you do feel a way that's when the time comes for you to leave the stage. It's just the nature of the beast. That's been your life, and to kind of step out on faith and to hope that you can also do this well, you kind of have to calm yourself down and really realize that you have such knowledge of the field because of how much we've done, and know that we have something so magnificent to offer these young students. And, I just, look forward to that, to being able to share and having that be our legacy, really.
Again, one. Every January, while they're on break from touring with Ailvin, Kirven and Antonio Douthit-Boyd come to St. Louis to work with young dance students at COCA. It's been their practice for the past 9 years, so the transition period is expected to go very smoothly.
Once we do crack the whip, we also want them to know that this is an experience that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life, and we want it to be a pleasant one. So we definitely are looking forward to making an experience out of this for the students.
A little bit of tough love.
COCA Executive Director Kelly Pollack says this development has been in the works
really
for a
is.
while.
We were joking, for their field and their industry, it's like LeBron James deciding to to come coach your team. So it doesn't get any better. And yeah, they've traveled all over the world. They've danced on the most prestigious stages across the globe, and the fact that they've made this choice at this point in their life to really be educators and role models back in Antonio's hometown, it's extraordinary, and such an asset for the St. Louis community to have these two gentlemen here.
The Douthit-Boyds, in mentoring the next generation of professional performers, say they will take their cues from the people who taught and mentored them. In Antonio's case, that includes COCA dance director Lee Nolting. And there's Arthur Mitchell, founder of Dance Theater of Harlem, the first African-American classical ballet company. In 1955, Mitchell debuted with the New York City Ballet, becoming the troupe's first black dancer.
I hear his voice in my head every single day saying, are you guys doing the right thing? And is this the right time to be doing this? And I think he would be so proud of me right now. I think I have to speak to him about this because I'm sure he's read it at this point. So it's one of those things that he's always in my head. Every single class that he's ever taught me, I have it in my memory banks. He had to step out on faith for Dance Theater of Harlem, and I think we have to step out on faith for our careers. So I think he'll be proud of that.
I actually never worked with Arthur Mitchell because I wasn't a part of the Dance Theater of Harlem, but I witnessed the product that worked under Mr. Mitchell, and that was always stellar, top-notch, exquisite, all of these things, and all of these ways that classical dancers should look. And for me, it was just amazing to, because he definitely had something very specific to say, the African-American body can also do this, and he had them doing it very, very well. And anybody that has worked with Mr. Mitchell can say that he was tough, but he loved us.
Anyone who's watched any form of professional dance can appreciate the artistic prowess and sheer athleticism it requires. And like athletes in professional sports, the time comes for dancers to decide when it's the right time to leave the stage. Antonio and Kirven Douthit-Boyd have chosen to bow out at the peak of their powers.
It was important for us to leave when people still wanted to see us doing what we're doing. With something that is so physical, I believe that dancers are some of the best trained athletes. I think that, what we do to condition our bodies and to keep it, in tip-top shape and in great form and capable of doing what you see us do on stage, I think that it's just important once you've put your body through all that to leave while you still can do all of that. And because, years down the line when you need other maybe career opportunities, that's how people remember you. You never want them to remember you dragging yourself across the stage. That's not really, the greatest of images of an artist, but it was important for us, to transition at a time where we felt like, what, we are good. We have had all of these experiences. We've done so much work. We've done most of the rep that's current right now in the company's repertory, and so we were just like, what, now is the time.
And we're not really leaving Ailey for good. Like, you're gonna go back and we're gonna have so many different connections there and different relationships that we will stay very strong. So we're very happy that we left on the good note, we come to COCA on a good note, and we can still bond that relationship that we have with Ailey.
And the audience's loss will be the gain of young people like Brooke Terry.
And my biggest ambition is actually to be a part of Ailvin Ailey, so seeing them in such close proximity is just going to give me even more of a realization that I could do it.
Okay, get out of here.